Hello everybody and welcome back to... Nope, that's bad. Hello everybody, my name is Phoebus and welcome back to Welcome Home. Once again, we are going back to this website. There are only a couple more pages for us to visit, so we haven't visited the guest book, the news page, the Playfellow exhibition, or the media maze page, or the merch page. We haven't looked at any of that yet. So I think today is going to be basically just rounding up what information we can gather from the website, and then in possibly a week or two, I'll start releasing videos with a more concise showage of evidence on what I found and what I think the I guess you could say plot of Welcome Home is. One thing I would just like to mention is this bit here relates to an image we have seen before. That's probably already been pointed out, but I just thought it was interesting to bring up because I've only just noticed it in my past few kind of recordings of Welcome Home. But I think we're gonna move on. We're gonna start with media because that is the next one on the page. Yes, that's correct. Okay. Right. I don't actually know what this page is about. This is a brand new page since the website's update. So it reads, slowly but surely we have begun to uncover media that confirms Welcome Home was once on the air. These remnants can be found below, including animation cells, radio plays, scripts, songs, and even interviews meant to publicize the show as it aired. One day, we hope to share footage derived from full episodes on this very page. We know it is out there. We will find it soon. Now that does sound a little bit suspicious, but there is no hidden text here. So there is quite a few things. There is an interview. There's an interview audio segment. This audio appears to have been a part of a live television interview, evidently shortly after Welcome Home began to air, and was a subsequent critical... Wait, what? This audio appears to have been part of a live television interview, evidently shortly after Welcome Home began to air, and was a subsequent critical darling. Though no video footage has been unearthed, we were lucky to recover audio from a significant chunk of the interview featuring Wally Darling and Barnaby B. Beagle in conversation with the host. We invite you to listen to the charming dialogue yourself by clicking the player below. So let's have a listen, and that's our how do you explain that regular beetle bug thing? This is my favorite bug. I love him. But let's listen to the interview.
Just wonderful. Oh, you sound like you have a lot going on in that neighborhood.
Welcome home.
Yes. Oh, that beautiful world. Welcome home. Oh, since the show's really taken off, Wally, I'd say you're quite the popular character now.
I am?
You are.
I am.
Oh, yes. And you're quite the little charmer, too, from what I heard.
You're not so bad yourself.
Oh, well, thank you. Hey, that's exactly it. Is that why they call you Wally Darling?
They call me Wally Darling because that's my name.
Oh, that's true. That's true. You know, you're very beloved by a lot of different people now. Do you find yourself in any sort of romances lately?
Romance?
Yes? A love life? Being so popular and all.
Oh, no. I don't know. I love everyone. I love my friends.
Oh, well, that's right. You've got a lot of friends in that neighborhood. In fact, I think you said you brought one in for us to meet. Is that right?
Yes, it's my best friend. He's my neighbor, too. His name is
Barnaby B. Beagle. Hey, who, how, what
quick.
Barnaby B. Beagle. Mr. Beagle, a pleasure to have you here.
Hey, enough with the formalities. Beagle is my mother's name. Just call me Barn.
Oh, is that right? She was a dog too?
Oh, no. She's a chicken. You might have heard of her. She's a real famous lady. She crossed the road once.
She crossed the road. What for?
To get to the other side. They're still talking about it to this very day.
Well, oh, to this very day. Wally, you certainly live amongst a colorful array of characters. It's no wonder you've come into stardom recently. So how are you two handling the attention?
I've been destined for show business since I was just a puppy. What's a couple more eyes to a well-known comedian like me? As long as they're not throwing tomatoes at me, it sounds like a walk in the park. I tell you, we got a neighbor who's got an arm like a professional baseball player. It's not easy.
Oh, well, I've ducked a few tomatoes in my own time. It sounds like a handful, Bon. What about you, Wally? What do you think of all this newfound fame?
I think it's just the most.
But I haven't heard the whole thing. I didn't know Barnaby was part of that interview. One thing I do want to comment on is that sometimes when Wally speaks, I often get the impression that it's I'm trying to think of an adequate way to explain it. That almost he's not like in control of what he says. Like the way that he speaks, it sounds very like um it I feel like he's constantly thinking about what he has to say and that like at any moment he could say the wrong thing, whereas like we've heard we've heard all of them speak in those little like the bug segments that I'm just going to start calling them. um we've heard them speak so many times that they all sound normal, but Wally sounds so robotic, which I think is really interesting. But I think we should move on to the next bit, which is just these are some animation cells from something called Julierella, with an unknown date of origin. I keep hitting the mic with my face, which isn't beneficial for editor Phoebe. Originally speculated to part wait originally speculated to be part of a tie-in storybook. The amazing uncovering of actual animation cells caused us to realize the truth that they were like part of an animated segment for an actual episode of Welcome Home. These finds now hold the great honor of, if by technicality, being the first on-screen footage our team has recovered. Based on what we have found, we imagine this segment to have been a silly retelling of Cinderella, showing the various neighborhoods in the storybook roles. Above we can see Julie joyful as Cinderella, Barnaby as the fairy dog mother, Frank Franklin as the prince, and of course King Sally Starlet. Finally got through that. It's quite possible the entire animation was meant to represent one of Sally stage plays, or perhaps it would have been accompanied one of the neighbors reading the story aloud. Oh, that's fun! Huh. So this has like a little 120 on it. Can I open these in a new tab? Yeah, I can. Okay, hang on. I want to have a look at some of these a bit closer. Because of the little numbers in the bottom of it. And if I know a numbered... How do I zoom in again? Yeah, I've zoomed in a little bit, but there's not... A lot to see. 120, so that's like frame 120. I love the style of this. It's actually gorgeous. Um, I'll probably have a look at this later, but I do really like the style of this image. It's very nice. Again, there isn't really much to see in this frame. You can see like the 132. Julie looks a lot less pink. She has much more of a um like a bubblegum pink skin tone. Then this feels much more orangey and tangerine. But I really like it. Again, I love the fact that Barnaby is the fairy dog mother. Oh, biscuits. Okay, there we go. Uh, then there's like images of Frank. Julie just so bowling dress. Below you can listen to what we suspect is an early scratch recording for a musical number that would have graced an episode of Welcome Home, though we have not yet recovered full complete songs or backing instruments. This landmark discovery makes us confident it is out there. For now, enjoy this delightful number as Frank and his neighbors ponder his particular peculiarities. Okay. It's 6 minutes. I guess I could listen to it. If I pick out anything interesting, then I'll make note of it later. I think I'll listen to that later. But I can always read this, but I think that is a job for another time. Why are they separated like this? So these are some mystery audio. Oh, these are just all the transcripts. There probably is how do I why are my words not working today? So there probably will be like there's an audio for this. Hang on. Yeah, it's here. Okay. Actually, these are quite short. I can play these and see what happens.
Howdy do, fellas. What can I get for you two today?
Hiya, howdy. I think we're gonna enjoy ourselves the usual.
Usual for my usuals? Coming right up, Pally.
The usual. I thought we were getting hot dogs.
That is our usual, little buddy. It means something you and me get all the time. Kinda like a morning perusal.
Oh, you mean our what?
Yeah, but I like perusal better. Makes me feel like a fancy...
I would also just like to say that further allowing Barnaby to be my favorite character, I have a dog. She's called Lola. When we take her on I think she's outside my door, so I'm going to spell it WALK. We have to say the word perambulation or perusal so she doesn't get so excited. She still hasn't figured it out. We've been calling it that for years, which I think is quite an achievement.
High-class pooch. A pedigree with some degrees, if you will.
Oh.
Alrighty. I got a bloodhound and whirlwind of trouble and an old reliable dog. So, what's the gap today, Bon?
Well, I got a good one that's been brewing in this pot of mine all day. What do you call a caterpillar after a month-long nap? A butterfly. But if you ask me, I'd call the poor guy a doctor.
Why is that so good? Ah! Okay, resuming. I'm focused.
That's a hoot. A holly even. You always never disappoint. Say, Wally, what about you? You got any silly yarns for me today?
No, but I have a joke.
What did I tell you? He's a natural. And that was just a taste. Go on, kid.
Okay, how does Barnaby eat his hot dog?
I don't know. How?
He relishes it.
Oh my god.
Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha.
He sure does. Boy, you're getting the hang of this funny business, Walls. It won't be long before you're the one paying for these hot dogs.
That's okay. I like when Barnaby buys them.
It's like I said, Howdy. We're a couple of usuals who know what we like.
Okay, sorry, I was just having a look around. Uh, okay. Biscuits. So you see how, there's these little banners, which I think if you hover over, it's like itty bitties or something like that. But these ones end where the walls end, but these ones go over. And that just could be an error in the website, or that could mean something. One thing I did notice was that Welcome Home, no, it's not called Welcome Home, Home and Wally are within the same dot, despite the fact that it's considered to be like the ninth neighbor. Um, excuse me, just for like the speed, I might. Oh my gosh, why am I so tired? It's like 9 a.m. Julie and Frank, and then the Eddie, Sully, and Poppy at once. I might add in later just for like speed because I want to get through this. But I think we should listen to what our new friend has to say. Oh, this is a fun one.
Delivery here. I've got delivery here for one Miss Partridge, courtesy of Howdy's dependable door-to-door-to-door delivery service.
Oh, my feathers. Howdy, you frightened me.
Terribly sorry, ma'am. Suppose I should have knocked.
Oh, no, that would have frightened me too. Oh, is that my order of yarn? Thank you.
It sure is, Poppy. Hot off the shelves just the way you like 'em. Boy, looks like you already got a hoard that'd make a dragon jealous. What you need even more yarn for? Not that I'll turn down a sale.
I'm just working on some scarves and sweaters and such. I want everyone in the neighborhood to have something warm to wear when, winter comes along. It feels like these changing seasons keep sneaking up on me.
I hear that. Not enough daylight to get everything done. Of course, it helps to have an extra pair of hands. Seems like you know that already, though. I can see you've recruited an extra pair of your own today.
Oh, yes. Thank you again for your help, dear. And thank goodness for it. I was worried I was going to get all tangled up with all these colors of yarn.
I can see why. It's a real risk.
It is?
Well, sure. But lucky for you, I think I might have something to help. Behold! No, nothing to fear here. What you're looking at is a bona fide yarn spinner. Perfect for keeping all your extra neatly spooled up. Safe, effective, and no pesky batteries or electricity to fret over.
Oh, well, that does sound helpful, doesn't it?
Sure does. Here, tell you what. Today only, as an extra special deal for an extra special customer, you can give her a whirl. No strings attached. Well, no strings but the yarn, that is. Well, I've already overstayed my welcome. Got a whole shipment back at the shop I've got to sign for.
Oh, but...
I'll check in on you and your new wonder device next time I bring you an order, Poppy. Till then...
Oh, I don't know how to work these things, but... Well, he was so insistent it'd be helpful. Do you think you can help me figure this out?
I think that's Wally's hand down there. I think that's what that is. Okay. So that was another segment with Poppy and Eddie. I want to have a look at the merch page next because I feel I want to try and do the shorter pages first, just in case I don't have enough time to make it through the rest of the page on the website. That page transition looked a bit weird. Yeah, what's that? Hang on. We were last on stickers. No? No, we weren't. Well, we were last... media. We were last media. I've never noticed that transition color before. I've always thought just like everything just slid in and out, but that might just be my imagination. Okay. The tireless research of the Welcome Home Restoration Project has revealed an absolute plethora of merchandise created during the heyday of Welcome Home, from toys to books, records, greeting cards, all the way to your favorite breakfast cereal. There was truly no shortage of ways to bring your favorite neighbors into your home. We've catalogued a few of our findings below, and we'll continue to add more as new discoveries are uncovered and restored. Why can I click more to come? Hang on. I don't know. I thought, oh gosh. And there's no hidden bits of text. So we have quite a few things to look at. It's For You talking telephone toy, dated 1971, manufactured by Marlowe Incorporated. I'll have to make note of that as well. That's another name. We're very lucky to have recovered this item, packaging, and all, and restored to the original working order. Our research suggests it was officially licensed toy from the Playfellow Workshop that partnered with a company called Marlowe. The packaging suggests that many versions of these phones were sold, each themed to one of the neighbors. But as of writing, we've only been able to recover the Wally Darling themed phone. Click the buttons below to listen to the audio from this delightful device. Note the audio for Wally Darling is experiencing glitch. It's been temporarily taken offline. Please be patient. We'd like to resource this as soon as we can. Okay. That's Eddie.
Whether letter or parcel, whether rain, snow, or shine, we weather the weather and never decline. This is Eddie Deer of Eddie's Post Office speaking. How can I help you today? Hello? Is anybody there?
Hello?
Should I say the jingle again? Okay. Whether letter or parcel, whether rain, snow, or shine, we weather the weather and never decline.
Right.
This is Eddie Deer of Eddie's Post Office speaking. Do you need stamps? I got 'em. Envelopes and paper? You bet. Markers, crayons, glue, glitter, tapes.
Duet. That's Wally's button. Oh no. Oh, there's a long period of silence follows before 3 rings are heard. A pause follows even as the phone is answered before the sound of a heartbeat can be heard. The ambient noise, this audio track, continuously raises and lowers as it proceeds. Oh, this is new. I hadn't... Of course there's going to be things saying, oh, Wally's thing has a problem, and then it'd still be clickable.
Hello? Hello? Hello?
Hi?
Ha? I'm only kidding. I know you're there.
Oh no.
Did you like my joke?
Yeah.
I think you were going to say yes. Ha. You know, it is hard to hear you think through this funny phone of mine.
Wait, hear me think?
It is as though you aren't speaking at all. Maybe it is just a little fuzzy, like me.
Oh.
Speaking of, do you know who I am?
Yo, Wally, darling, I can't hear the heartbeat.
Oh, no. Well, that's not neighborly at all.
What?
We've never met before. But don't worry, even though you and I haven't spoken before, I've seen you every time you have looked into my eyes. I want to know, what did you see? I hope you saw a friend, but I'm not sure you saw a name. Stand still. Let's start over. Ring, 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 click. Hi, I'm Wally. I'm so happy to finally meet you. I think you're the absolute most.
That's the sound of
Uh-oh,
home.
I have to go now. Everyone is probably thinking about that strange phone call. It is funny to think about. Ha ha ha. Don't worry though, neighbor. It will be a little joke between you and me. You have to go too.
But I want to go.
You have work to do. Remember, until you hear me again, keep your smile merry and always know that I love you very much. Goodbye.
Well, that has me feeling weirdly sappy and sentimental. Not what I expected to be doing on a Sunday morning, but here we are. That, again, is kind of giving themes of, like, that Wally is much more, it is incredibly sentient and is incredibly aware, about what his existence is and what that kind of means to him and to people. And he doesn't want to be, like, just. My kind of current theory is that when the show got shut down, all of the characters kind of got stuck somewhere. Like, I imagine, like, in a digital format. However, Wally has some weird kind of effect on all of it that allows him to be much more, much more easy. He finds it easy to access, like, the real world, which is why he's kind of started sending out these, like, oh, look at this poster from this old show that no one remembers. Okay. So that's called Duet. Does that mean that there is, like, well, the tab page is Duet, but the thing name is Phone. Which does make me wonder what that does mean. Excuse me, jeez. Gotta share this way out. Rainbow Letters, Eddie Dear playset. That makes sense because Eddie's a postman. Unknown manufacturer. This array of brightly colored letters is to be inspired by the equally as colorful neighbors of home, such as Howdy Pillar, Frank Frankly, Barnaby B. Beagle. These pieces are predicted to have been from an activity set based upon the efforts of the friendly and reliable mailman. Eddie Dear is seen through. Eddie Dear. It seems. Okay, I've read that wrong. These pieces are predicted to have been from a activity set based upon the efforts of the friendly and reliable mailman, Eddie Dear. It seems as though whoever enjoyed the play set had a grand time pretending to mail the letters to their favorite Playfellow puppets. So it's, like, letters to and from, different characters. So, oh, that's very blurry. Hang on. Oh, I can barely. That's from Wally Darling to Barnaby, and then this is to Walling from Frank. Okay, I'm gonna have a look at these letters, see if I can decipher them, because I can read that. It's like, how are you today? I hope you are doing well. I'm having a good day. I know you. I could ask. I know you would ask if you were here. Legs are big and soft, rounded. Oh. Okay. Next on the list is Eddie's Big Lift, storybook record. Data Unknown, published by Marlowe Records, another one by Marlowe. A rare find indeed. We were able to recover not only the complete original audio from this Welcome Home from this Welcome Home storybook record, but several illustrations speculated to have been part of either the record packaging or complementary storybook. Listen below as the neighborhood comes together to challenge the might of resident reliable mailman Eddie Deer. And then there are quite a few more things, so I'll look at that later. That is so blurry, I can barely see that myself. So these are records. Hey, there we go. I'll look at him in a bit. Oh, there's like a puppet of Wally in the back there. This is like at an exhibition space. That's like a plinth and shit. Welcome Home cast with the something. Currently including Welcome Home, Drawing with Wally Darling, and The Fun in Your Frown. Date estimated 1970 to 72, published by Marlowe Records. Get ready to laugh, draw, and sing with your favorite cast of puppets from the Welcome Home television program. Though this collection of newly uncovered vinyl record through this newly collection of uncovered vinyl records, although not entirely from the same catalog. These records display an array of different music and activities that range from singing with Frank and Julie about the joys of frowning to Wally's helpful guide to drawing, and an array of other silly songs meant to keep viewers engaged with this delightful television show. Unfortunately, these records are heavily damaged and appear to be poorly maintained, so efforts to recover these audios are still ongoing. That's fun. And then Crispy Sweets cereal. It looks like a... That's such a cool standee, man. Why does a shadow look like that? Is that just me that think that's a bit strange? Crispy Sweets Rice Puff cereal. Date and manufacturer unknown. There's a little bit of writing in the bottom, but I could be completely imagining that. Currently, this delicious sweet treat is only known through the discovery of an advertising standee, which you can see restored above. One can only imagine the joys of seeing this charming standee in their own local supermarket, surely beside a fully restocked shelf of crispy sweets ready to take home. The search is ongoing to recover the original cereal packaging, so we might learn more about this neighborly part of a complete breakfast. Okay. A cereal, it's the most. As a cereal, it's the most. Oh, I like that image of Julie. She's like playing chess with a 30 cents. Dang. So that's a logo for Marlowe. It looks a bit like an eye. Okay. Date unknown, published by Marlowe. With the help of a beautiful booklet, viewers could color alongside Wally Darling right at home. Though we have only been able to restore one out of surely many illustrations, including in the book, the recovery of the complete cover. We have only been able to restore one out of surely many illustrations, including the book, the recovery of this complete cover, including prices and publisher information. Unexpected wonderful find. Okay. Mail in Time Valentine's Day card. Now, I am familiar with the one for Sally and the other characters. I don't recognize Wally. I love you. Now, that doesn't just make your day. I don't remember Wally's. Huh, okay. Under manufacturer again. There is... Oh, that's just like the Playfellow Workshop, logo. It's not on Wally's one, which I find quite interesting. Love is in the air, or so they say, and nowhere is more clear than this package of Welcome Home Valentine's Day cards. They appear to be promoting a made-up holiday as Mail-in-Time Day, as found on the back of the cards, as well as one package itself. Oh, as well as on the packaging itself. This may have been a holiday displayed only on the show, perhaps associated with Eddie. Wally and Barnaby are displayed on the yet-to-be-restored front of the package, wearing his uniform. Currently, lovely illustrations of Wally, Julie, Frank, Eddie, Sally, and Howdy have been recovered from the set by the Welcome Home team. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're missing Poppy and... There should be 2 more. Wally, Julie, Frank, Eddie, Sally, Howdy, Poppy and Barnaby don't have a card, which is interesting. Huh. What does it say? Oh, go. It takes it back to the top of the page. Okay. I will kind of revisit these segments when I do kind of like. Excuse me. Why am I so tired today? When I do my kind of like final evaluation of what I think is happening with Welcome Home and what I think we could see soon. But for now, I think we should move on from merch and move on to the Playfellow exhibition page. Oh wait, no, we have a bug to look at. Answer 614. Okay, it's another episode segment. Ugh. I don't know if it's because I have my computer in dark mode, or maybe it's because... Oh my god. I don't know if it's because I have my computer in dark mode, but like I can never read the text. You have to like highlight the transcript to read it. Oh, heavens to Betsy, I'm so tired.
So they just won't leave my tomatoes alone, and who am I to shoo them
Wait, hang on, wait, what's this?
away? It's fetal justice for me.
Oh, that's new. So we're back in the garden again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're missing a neighbor.
Permitted to partake of my plans as I am, Julie.
Positively, absolutely, Frank.
But I've taken such good care of them. I read to them every day. I water them the perfect amount.
Oh, you do. You pour a whole book on them and read them with water on their little heads and everything.
Julie, I'm serious.
Oh, I'm sorry, Frank. I'm only teasing. You know, if this is bothering you so much, you should have a little sign just for those bugs. It can say, "Terrific tomatoes. Look, but don't touch."
What makes you think they're going to be able to read all that?
Well, they've got big, beautiful eyes, don't they? Like big old saucer plates.
Oh, Julie, don't be so rude. You wouldn't like it if they said that about you.
Said what about me? How lovely my hair is. That I put just the right amount of polish on my horns.
No, more like that Julie Joyful with her nose like an orange.
Oh? If they said that, they'd also probably say, "Oh, that Frank Frankly with that banana on his face."
Banana? Well, if they're going to be so rude in my garden, maybe it's best that they don't get to partake of any more tomatoes then.
That's right. Well, how are we going to keep them out? Maybe Howdy's got something in his shop.
Oh, Howdy is more inclined to sell us canned laughter than he is to sell us something actually useful. Besides, I don't think he liked my rendition of A Flea and a Fly.
Oh, don't you fret. I'm sure we can come up with a wonderful joke between the three of us. Isn't that right?
Okay. This seems to be almost like a continuation from. So there was a segment with Frank and Barnaby where they were discussing his plants. But yeah, that's a fun one. So that one's called Answer, but instead of it being Answer here, it's 614, which could mean something, or I could just be looking into this way too deep. But for now, I would like to move. I think the guest book's really long. It's gonna be just a lot of reading, so I think we should move on to news and just get reading. And there is our bug again. I love the title for news. So that's kind of like, that's kind of like Julie's colors, and that's like, yeah, it's fun. I like it. Right. Oh my gosh. Right, I'm just gonna highlight this and see if anything pops out in particular. So many signatures, so many of them are trying to communicate. What are you telling me? Do you think I can answer? What are you trying to do to me? I'm closing that guest book. I'm not playing this game anymore. The ringing is enough. Whoa! That's new. Okay, so this is the update for the update that was... Oh, it's been already nearly a month! Oh, I'm so behind this. Okay, right, we'll read the most recent update. But there doesn't seem to be anything in that, so don't be highlighted. Right. Okay. Welcome home, neighbor. Gratuitous greetings and sunny salutations, neighbours. It's been so long since we've all come together as a community. Now more than ever before, hundreds and thousands of you have come to our page, entrapped with Welcome Home and its peculiar past. We are too, neighbour. It is why we came together in the first place, to open our front door and to greet you and to invite you inside with a warm smile. We're humbled by the attention we have received, the support of our efforts, and the positive feedback from our findings. It has motivated us, dear neighbour, to share with you everything we have uncovered, something so substantial that it can no longer be denied. We have definitive proof that Welcome Home is real. We can finally hear them. Oh no. We have uncovered Welcome Home. Oh, that's what they mean. They found the audio recordings. Questionable. I just dropped my pointing pen. No. Yes, I remember. There's one. I remember the mention of our special guest, the question answer, a museum curator who has graciously come to us with an offer, spreading the word of Welcome Home to neighbours we had yet to know. We are happy to inform you all the Playfellow exhibition was a wonderful success. Many individuals, both young and old alike, came to visit our happy home and explored our most recent findings. We are sad to say, however, that no one could recognize these playful puppets or that happy house named home. Still, so many eyes on our workshop, there's eyes again, have been gratifying and reassuring. This opportunity is once in a lifetime, after all. We're grateful to even showcase Welcome Home on a public scale such as that. Additionally, we are confident if the question answers help that more exhibitions are on the horizon. Keep an eye out, dear neighbour. One final note to leave you is a sad one. It is with a heavy heart that we, the Welcome Home Restoration Project, must announce the conclusion of our guest book. Your support has been wonderful and reassuring, but it has overwhelmed our website to such a degree that we do not believe we can keep it up. We have placed a few of your signatures on our very last page, so please take a small visit before you are on your way. Perhaps one day it will reopen, but we will play by ear. We believe closing the guest book was a good idea anyhow. There are these images I don't remember uploading to decorate your messages. I don't know how they got there, but please excuse those pesky bugs, dear neighbour. What is a beautiful home without a pest or two. We'll do our best to keep things neat and tidy and organised. We believe that concludes everything. Beautiful website. Has to stop. Always thank you for your patience. Have a wonderful day. Don't forget to wave a pie. Oh my gosh, there's so much. Okay. I don't know. So that was from the most recent update. This is okay. I'm going to look at the guest book. I'm really curious now. Oh, guest book. Hold. Oh. Oh, there we go. Thank you for. Oh, Sally, you're in the fucking way. What does that say? Oh. Dang. Okay, so the guest book is closed because it was over on the website. Okay, that's fine. Okay. And then there's obviously another book here. I'm going to quickly look at the Playfellow exhibition page because that was something that was mentioned in the last update. There we go. So basically they found... Oh, okay, there we go. They found like a, I don't want to say benefactor, that meant they could set up an exhibition for Welcome Home. Okay. Okay, so again, it says, Saturday morning time slot, produced by the Playfellow Workshop, 4-year run. One thing that I do find quite interesting is, I know 4 years is a long time, but I find it interesting that they had so much, like, merchandise for a show that only ran for 4 years. Now, that just might be my limited knowledge of these kinds of things, but it really does surprise me that they had so much stuff for it. Now, obviously, that could just be me. Okay. Wait, what does it say? We at Question Answered Curatorial Services are on field to help showcase the findings of this. And then there are obviously like a bunch of different pictures from the event of like displays they had. Yeah, there are the postcards. There's no... Wally isn't in that one. It's just those, and there's no Poppy and there's no Barnaby. That was the phone. It was a Wally-themed phone. What's this? There's a gloved hand answering the phone. This could be complete and utter nonsense, but... Person's married, it's an engagement ring. Now that could just be the hand that is the hand of the creator. That could be the person that makes I don't know. I'm probably looking into this, but we might be looking for a woman's name in the future. That book, we've seen that image before, those images. Oh, we haven't seen this. Welcome Home worksheet. Barnaby. A special treat for visitors to the exhibition. This darling worksheet is available. All visitors who answer the questions that they need will be given a special prize. Oh, I've seen these before. It's like these were like used at the bottom of their pages. So Barnaby, Sally, Poppy, Frank. It's probably meant to be Wally. Yeah, that's like the bit. And they had all the pages up. I would love to know, like, if this was an actual display, and if so, where can I go look at it? Wow. Okay. I'm afraid that's all I have time for today. I might have to come back and make just a very quick other video of just looking at the bits that I've missed, or bits that I haven't been able to see, because for some reason like that I've had a decent night's sleep, according to Pokemon Sleep. I am exasperated and shattered and exhausted. But hopefully I'll be seeing you all again next week. Goodbye.